We are joined in studio by OHL Commissioner Bryan Crawford. And Bryan, good to see you. Welcome inside our studio here. And how excited are you to get this 2025 OHL draft underway?
Oh, fantastic. You know, it's obviously really exciting to welcome a new class of players and their families into our league. And, you know, it's been such a fantastic year this year, and we're headed for great places and excited to see the new picks tonight.
You saw a little bit of the OHL Cup, of course, and those players now waiting to hear their names called. I'm sure it's nice to see those fresh faces and be so excited to join the OHL family.
Yeah, you know, I think that for so many, this is a kind of a moment that they've been thinking about for a long time. It's the next stop in their hockey journey, and you know, we're so proud to be able to welcome new families into the league and just continue to build from strength to strength with this league. And we're headed in such great place towards such great places, and you know, it's just an exciting night for so many folks.
Here we are in the playoffs, and you've gone through you know, every city in the Ontario Hockey League, done a tour, stopped in, not only talking to the people around the teams, but the people around the community. What have you learned that learned even more over this tour over the course of the 9 months you were on the road?
I mean, it's just, you know, so apparent to me, being in all of the communities, how deeply rooted we are in all the communities that we're in, and just how important these franchises are to those folks. And you know, the reality is that, you know, we're representative of what it means to be from all of these communities, what the shared experience of growing up in those communities are, going to a game on Friday night, and you know, that's really special. And you know, I think that's a bit of the superpower of this league, and what makes it as special of a league as it is.
And I know as part of the tour, as we said, not only talking to people with the teams, but mayors and Chamber of Commerce and those type of people. Is that where you really even more saw? I'm sure there were stories by the mayors about going to games, and they were season ticket holders, and all those types of things.
Yeah, I mean, it's that exact thing, that you've got mayors, community members, you know, members of council, all those sorts of folks that are just season ticket holders, and they have been for, you know, maybe a couple generations. You know, they grew up going with their parents, now they take their kids, and it's just part of kind of that family history. And so that's what's really neat. You know, these individuals aren't out at the game because, you know, I was visiting or something like that. This is just part of their, you know, their week, and that's really special, and it just shows the connection that we have, and as I said, just how important we are to these communities. And that's ultimately, you know, one of our kind of core missions. It's developing young people, and it is supporting and developing the communities that we're in.
As a lot of the players watching us right now are a little nervous for the draft to get underway. You were drafted as a football player. I'm sure you got a little nervous that day.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's all sorts of emotions that you know, are of course running through your veins during, you know, a draft day. And you know, I think the kind of the best you know, kind of advice that I can provide is, you know, enjoy the process, right? Really, life in hockey, it's all about process, and you got to go through the process, and you got to enjoy it along the way. You know, it's not about the destination as much, and you know, really try to take it all in, and know that it's, you know, just the next step on the journey.
We're going to let you get ready. You're going to be announcing the first round picks, so we'll let you get all set, but appreciate you joining us here in studio.
Absolutely.
And let's enjoy the 2025 OHL draft.
Looking forward to it.